I want to tell you what I think about Star Wars 9: The Rise of Skywalker. I want to talk a little bit about the rumors that people are talking about, and specifically the first thing I want to say is that if the Emperor comes back, I don't think that undoes what Vader did, his redemption at the end of Revenge. I mean, Return of the Jedi in the Star Wars, because basically it's like, well, Anakin Skywalker, he tried his best. He turned back to the light side and he was trying to save Luke Skywalker and he was trying to kill his master Sidious. And as far as we know, as far as we knew, he died. Perhaps he somehow cloned himself or survived with the force field, or who knows what. I mean, there's a number of different things that has happened, and you can see more on a Star Wars Theory, the Star Wars Theory channel on YouTube. He talks about different theories out there, and there's a lot of different theories that we know about or we can imagine. But regardless of whatever they can come up with, that is being Disney, whatever they have, I I'm I'm trying to say that it's possible to make a good story out of it, but it really comes down to how do you tell the story. You gotta tell the story the best way possible. First, you gotta have a good story, and then you gotta deliver it. And that might have been a problem with the sequels. I mean the sequels, and also especially the prequels. Obviously, the story is really good, and some people don't really like the prequels. I think it's okay, but I mean, I use a lot of my imagination when I'm watching the prequels, and so I guess I'm not the right person to ask. And so for the people that do dislike it, it's obviously not very likable, and that's why they like the original trilogy. Now, there's a lot of bits and pieces I've heard about this new movie, and this new movie that's coming out in December is supposed to be coming out in December, and there's a rumor that they're doing a bunch of like reshoots or special effects right now in September 2019, and this is probably unusual for people to do, and it seems to be that that's not normal, and so it's like they're panicking and they're trying to get the Star Wars fans to like them again. And that's understandable, and I gotta say to them, good luck, guys. But like some people are saying that like this has to be. I mean, this is the last movie of the Star Wars saga. I just want to say, for the record, it doesn't have to be. Because I know originally George Lucas was like, yeah, there's gonna be 9, but then he was like, hey, there's gonna be 6. And now, obviously he sold everything to Disney back in 2012, and I went to Vietnam at that time. And it was kind of cool. It's kind of like Michael Jordan coming back, but then he was playing with the Wizards, and he didn't do so good. But it didn't really undo his legacy at the Bulls. The same thing with a Star Wars kind of thing. But it's like Disney might as well just continue. I mean, they're going to continue with new trilogies and everything, but why end it in episode 9? Why do you have to, like, end the Skywalker saga? Is it because you have to pay royalties to George Lucas? Is that the problem here? That might be why they didn't use a lot of the original characters and everything. Any of the like original anything, locations and characters and a lot. Maybe because of that. When I would say that money's not really a problem if you're already paying like $4 billion to buy it and you're making money. I mean, If it was just about money, then they would listen to the fans. So obviously, it's not about money. Of course, there's a lot of people in it for the money, and they're going to say that it's about the money. But you got to think about the higher up people, and you got to think about who's making the decisions at the top of Disney and the top of anything really. And you got to think, okay, how many shares do people have in Disney and in other big companies out there in the world? It's very simple. And if you connect the dots, if you follow the money, I'm not here to be a conspiracy theorist or anything. I'm not gonna say anything like that, and I'm obviously not saying anything like that at the moment yet. Maybe later, but at the moment, let's just say for the record that I didn't say anything. But if you were to do it, and I have no way of stopping you from doing it, you could see some things that some people are not talking about, and I'm just saying here right now that people should be talking about it. Like, people should be talking about it. See, people should be like, okay, what is Disney trying to do? What are they doing? Why are they doing these things? Is it an accident? And you can say this about anything, like with the fake news. You can say this about the educational system. You can say this about the woke Hollywood movement that's going on with everything where they're turning all these characters into female characters. I mean the superheroes. I mean, like, they have to have all the superheroes as female because girl power, which is okay if it's believable and everything. And that's the thing about telling a good story, is that when you go to see a movie, you're going to a fantasy world and not into reality. Unless if it's something about reality, like based on a true story or something, and you can do that. So it really depends on the show. It depends on the movie. But generally speaking, it's like a lot of stories are really interesting because they're not normal, they're unique. And so why would you want it to be diversified? Why would you want it to be just normal, like everyday life? Of course you can want that. And maybe there's a movie for you out there somewhere. A lovely story where you feel like you're just safe in your little safe place and at home and everything. But it's like, why not watch some kind of movie that's totally different so that you can have a little bit of escapism? And that's one of the reasons why I love basketball so much. And I love to watch basketball because it's separate from reality to an extent. And so I don't want to get all this political stuff in basketball or in the movies I'm watching, because that's what fantasy is all about. It's a fantasy, it's not reality. And so if you want to whine all day and say, oh, buddy, this is not woke enough, this is not real. Yeah, of course it's not real because it's a movie. It's a movie. It's not going to be real. You know what I'm saying? So, I just hope that not too many people die. I don't want Lando to die. I don't want Chewbacca to die. Chewbacca. That makes me think about chewing tobacco. Huh. And how they're like trying to ban what do you call it? E-cigarettes, vaping. They shouldn't be doing that. So don't you kill vaping. Don't you kill Chewbacca. Don't kill Lando, who's in love with the robot with the Millennium Falcon. Or is he? I guess maybe not. Maybe it's just the robot just was in love with him. And it's just a robot, right? So I guess that's okay, but I just don't want too many people to die. And I would love for Darth Vader to come back to fight the Emperor and bring back all the other a bunch of other people. They can do that thing from Star Wars Rebels where they find a portal to this, like, it's kind of like a time machine kind of thing, and other people have been talking about this, and it'd be kind of cool to for Rey to go in there, pull some people back in time. Obi-Wan Kenobi and his master Qui-Gon Jinn, Qui-Gon, what is his name? Qui-Gon Jinn. Sounds like some kind of Chinese name. But what else is happening? I don't remember from the top of my head. If you just give me 20 seconds, don't have 20 seconds, I can probably remember. But just a bunch of random things I like to say. I could probably talk all day, but basically what I'm trying to say is everything and nothing. But I'm Oatmeal Joey Arnold, and for the most part, I just want to say that bringing back the Emperor doesn't automatically undo Darth Vader's redemption. You don't get redeemed just because you saved the day. I guess I should have just talked about this the whole entire video. You save the day. You can save somebody's life, and then the next day they can like jump off a cliff. Does that mean you didn't save them? Does that mean you didn't redeem them? Let me start this video over. What am I doing? That's how I feel. Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, he goes and he saves the day. Perhaps the Emperor found a way to survive, or whatever the case may be. Whatever they pull out of their hat. Whatever Mr. Brian Johnson, no, what is his name again? Mr. Ian Silver, what's his name again? Hold on. Well, who's the guy doing the movie? Not him, not Johnson, but the other guy. Mr. Rick Flair? No, wait. Hold on. Flair. The Flair guy. What's his name? Mr. Shiny Silver. What's his name? What's his name? Guy with the glasses. Guy that did Lost. You know that guy. You know, whatever he ends up doing may not necessarily undo Vader's redemption. The only thing that matters is it going to be a great story? Well, if Leia is helping Rey become a Jedi, I guess that's pretty lame. Because if Leia really was a really cool Jedi, I think we'd probably know it. I mean, if Leia really was a really cool Jedi, she would have went with Rey at the end of episode 7. I mean, if Leia was a great Jedi, she would have known that her brother wasn't really there at the end of episode 8, The Last Jedi. Is she supposed to be the last Jedi? What's happening? I'm just oatmeal, and even I know that. I'm just oatmeal, and even I know that. I'm just oatmeal, and even I know that. Sometimes people die. Sometimes they come back. Wait, what was that again? What did the video from Red Letter Media? Sometimes what was it? No one's really ever gone. No one's really ever gone. No one's ever really gone. Gone where? Oh, no one's really dead. We're not really dead. Maybe Luke Skywalker's not really dead. Maybe he just became one with the Force. Maybe he just disappeared. Maybe he learned the teleporting Star Trek ability. And we'll get a crossover with Star Wars and Star Trek. Bye 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 bye.